There is a place like no place on earth, a land full of wonder, mystery, and danger. Some say to survive, you need to be as mad as a fraudpreneur, which luckily I am. Welcome everyone to the Wonderland, where reality is mixed with illusion, technology blended with fiction. Today we are here to discuss and uncover all the fraud that happened with these fraudpreneurs. What we call them today, the entrepreneurs who are doing fraud. They are using their imagination to convince us of this unbelievable product, an achievable solution, and an impossible technology that they are going to create. But unfortunately, the whistleblowers, the employees inside their organization or outside, they are aware of their practices and they are blowing the whistle to uncover the reality of their quacks, of all this fraud that's done by the founders, the fraudsters, by the CEOs who are cheating everyone, or by the fraudpreneurs. So join us on the journey and let's go and uncover all this fraud. So, before we get started, let me ask you a question. What is fraud? How can we define fraud in our wonderland? They say fraud is all about the violation of trust. So for example, if I'm living in this wonderland and I tell you that this mushroom is a special mushroom, yes, special mushroom. If you are gonna have this mushroom, you can become bigger or you can become smaller, like Alice in the Wonderland. Do you believe me and you pay a lot of money to obtain this mushroom? And after you obtain the mushroom and you are gonna eat the mushroom, are you gonna get the effect? Are you gonna get the promise? Whatever I promise you that you are gonna gain this unbelievable performance, you are gonna get bigger or you are gonna get smaller. This can be easily identified when we are speaking about normal products. When we are speaking about a lotion you are gonna apply on your face. When we are speaking about a product you are gonna have on your hair, when you are speaking about food you are gonna eat and you are gonna see the impact, the benefit on your body. But what when we are speaking about technology, when we are speaking about products that you can't actually, as a normal consumer, measure their impact? When you go buy a laptop and they say the laptop is so fast, the laptop is gonna perform this, the processor is gonna do that, the magical graphical machine is gonna do this, how are we gonna measure that? There are experts who can measure, but for us as a normal consumer with this sophisticated, complicated technology, it's difficult for us to measure. And this is where fraud will come in the world we are living in. Because today, most of our products is based on technology. All the companies are saying, look, you need to buy our products compared to the competitors because we have a special technology. We have this mushroom. We have this wonder thing that if you are gonna pay a lot of money for, you are gonna obtain, you are gonna benefit from, it's gonna add value to you. And the question here, what they are promising us with, is it reality or is it fake? All these, hypes that we are living in today. Today we are living in the world where we have race for AI. Everyone trying to be promising all this AI solution, and they claim that this will revolutionize everything, will create revolution in your business. They are promising us with cutting edge technology. They are promising us with disruptive innovation, with augmented reality, with metaverse, with Web 3.0, with the cryptocurrency, with AI. All these solutions that they are promising us with, are they real or they are not? Have I gone mad? Or what? It's amazing solution that's done, but is it reality? Have I gone mad? Is this what actually they are giving us or they are doing fraud against us? And this is what we are going to be discussing today. Do you believe, let me ask you a question, that all these solutions that they are creating for you, they are real or they are just unicorn? Do you believe in unicorn? Look, if we are living in this wonderland, do you believe that unicorn exists? The answer is maybe. Because what is the definition of unicorn? The definition of unicorn is a company operating in the technological sector, that they are working in software, in e-commerce, in biotechnology, and they can quickly go and attract investors. They are going to get significant attention. They are going to go and get potential rapid growth for them to move quickly from hardly anything to billions of dollars. And this is when we are speaking about unicorn. Unicorns, they exist in our technological world, like all these companies like Facebook, Uber, ChatGPT, where they start from nothing and then they become billions. And they can quickly go and attract customers, attract investors, and they show us billions in profit, no, in revenue. Not profit yet. They say profit will come later. Now we are selling our solution. We are making a lot of revenue from these solutions. Later in the future, once we manage our cost of acquiring the customers, once we manage our cost of operation, we are going to start making profit. And they are promising their consumers so many innovative ideas, so many advanced technology that consumer, they are trying to test, or they are hoping that they will work, but first consumer are willing to put their money, willing to go and get the products to see if they are going to work or not. So how they are doing this? There's an amazing book called Good Strategy, Bad Strategy. And this book by Richard Remelt, he said that companies are trying to do that by going and making their executives speak about what we call fluff. So what is fluff? Fluff is a way for us to use a fancy word, a buzzword, to go and convince someone of something very sophisticated, that we are using smart technology, but in reality, maybe we are not. Something like someone use cloud computing. Wow. So what's the cloud computing? Cloud computing, that you have machines operating on the server, they are doing the task for you rather than you have them inside your organization in-house. It's a big word, cloud computing. Or someone using, we are using the Internet of Things, meaning we are connected with the Internet for a user externally to be able to do business, and we can interact with the web directly. We are using so many fuzzy, buzzy words to just go and convince investors. Like this restaurant in Dubai, and it's operating all over the world, that they claim that they are using the world's first artificial intelligence enabled cloud base with Internet of Things integration for them to prepare your meal. Wow. You go and you say, wow, they have robotic kitchen, they have robotic chef. When you go to the restaurant, not a human preparing your meal, it's a machine, it's a robot. You are gonna tell them exactly, I want this, I want spicy, less salt, and then the chef, this machine is gonna come and magically use artificial intelligence enabled cloud computing with Internet of Things to cook your meals and prepare it in a very innovative way. I went myself to eat in that restaurant to try to see this wonder. And what I discovered, there is nothing fancy about it. It's a machine that is cooking your food in an automated way without anyone interfering, and flipping your food and measuring the temperature, and then producing your food based on the instruction that the staff, they give it based on the information I gave them. So there is nothing about this unbelievable technology. But when you are gonna go to that restaurant and you see on top, we are the first artificial intelligence, we are using all this technology, you are gonna be, wow, I would like to use this technology. I would like to try this technology. And this is where they bring you into the door. It's all about what we call AI hype. They are going to create a hype that we are using advanced technology, AI, machine learning. We are using Internet of Things. We are using cloud computing. So then you say, I would like to try their products because maybe their products is different. Or as an investor, I think they are the future. So let's invest with them. It's a good way for us to automate things, but it's completely different from going and saying we are AI. So let me explain to you. When I went to the manager of the restaurant and I told him, do you actually use AI? He said, yes, I use AI. I said, what is the definition of AI? Let's understand the definition. From technical perspective, AI is a machine that is using a large amount of data and certain algorithm for us to be able to analyze this data and make at the end smart, intelligent decision based on so many factors. Compare your machine that's cooking the food is not doing any of that. You are giving the input. You are telling them, I want chicken, I want shrimp, and I want noodle, and I want cheese, and I want this. And then the machine taking this input, and after that, cooking the meal based on the instruction that you give it. So the meaning, this is not artificial intelligence. This is an automated process using a robot, where the robot is taking the instructions and following an algorithm for the robot to cook my meal based on these hard-coded instructions. and after that producing an output that is expected, because I know exactly what he's going to produce. So it's not using actually machine learning with the cloud computing, with artificial intelligence, with all these buzzwords. It's just cooking my meal normally. But the owners of these restaurants, they like to make you feel like, oh, no, look, the machine is cooking your food. Is magic happen? But actually is an automated process, rather than the chef will cook your food and maybe he will make a mistake, maybe he will overcook the food, maybe he will not cook the food properly, and maybe after that he will not clean the machine properly. The machine will cook your food based on instructions and make sure it's following exactly the proper instructions and then cleaning itself after, which is a normal technology, automated process, not artificial intelligence. But this is what we are speaking about today. Fraud is about telling you a promise. I'm using AI, advanced technology, and I'm using normal process. I'm not using something sophisticated. And this is what we are going to be speaking about today. So before we go back to the current world we are living in, let's go back in history. Let me take you back in the 1770 on a remarkable journey to speak about the history of fraud in artificial intelligence. This is the time when they invented something called mechanical Turk. So mechanical Turk, it was a powerful machine that was invented, saying that they can go and play the game of chess. They have the power, the intelligence to figure out how they can play the game of chess. It was invented by Wolfgang, which is a Hungarian innovator, and he said, I invented a machine and I programmed the machine. Remember, this is in 1770. He said he claimed that he mechanically programmed the machine to be able to play against the best chess players in the world, the masters, and be able to win. The machine got all the skills, the capability to strategically move the chess pieces and be able to win the game. Even this machine was playing against Napoleon Bonaparte and it was able to win, which has got unbelievable artificial intelligence capability before the digital age. However, reality of this unbelievable machine was uncovered when fire happened. When fire happened in 1820, the observers, they discovered that actually this machine is not operated with a special technology. There's an actual human inside that machine and he's manually moving the pieces. And when he's moving the pieces inside the machine on top is moving the pieces on the chessboard. And in that way showing that this is not done with any smart technology, it was done with a human intervention. And then we discover that, this is not actually, AI, this is not actually technology. This is a human behind the technology working manually to perform the task, but the innovator claiming to be a technology operating. And unfortunately today, in so many of our organizations, this is what's happening. They are claiming we are doing this in a very sophisticated technology, and then we discover there are staff sitting behind me in the desk and they are performing everything manually. But they are claiming in front of the customers, in front of the investors, that this is happening using technology. So moving forward to the technological world we are living in today, we can see that these entrepreneurs, they are tricking the investors, the consumers, by promising them unbelievable technology with the mindset that fake it until you make it. And this is how they are thinking. Let's go first and telling them we are creating this innovation, and then later we create it. Let's first show the investor that it's possible. And this is what we call the fake demo. They bring the investors and they say, look, we are going to show you a demo of our technology, how it's working. And the investors are so excited. They are sitting, they are trying to see this demo, and they show them a video, not an actual demo. But they claim it's the demo. It's an actual thing happening. And the investors, they don't verify that this is a video or an actual thing. Then they believe, wow, this technology is actually working. Then they invest their money. Then they discover in reality this technology is not working, is not ready yet, or maybe it's impossible, it can be done. A very good example of it is Thomas Edison. When he claimed in front of the newspaper that he's working on a device that will make light work without flames. So he told them, I already invented a device that will work without flames. And actually, he didn't invent the light bulb yet. He's still working on it. But he went and he claimed he already have the solution. But thank God, after that, he worked really hard and he was able to invent the light bulb. And now we have all this light bulb and the electricity. So sometimes innovators successfully will achieve the dreams they are speaking about, but sometimes they are just selling us bluff. They are just selling us a dream that will never materialize. And many entrepreneurs, they do that. They take advantage of the hype of the technology around us. The technology of the internet, the technology of crypto, the technology of fintech, the technology of Web 3.0, the metaverse, and they go and create all these bitcoins, NFTs, online gaming. So many solutions that maybe will not materialize in the future. So what do we call this type of fraud? We call it vaporware. So vaporware refers to a product or a software or a hardware that is announced and promoted by the company to the consumer, to the investors, but actually never realized, never created, or there is a significant delay of it, or actually it's impossible for us to create. They just make the announcement, create the excitement, so in that way consumer will go and buy this product in advance. They say pre-order. Investors, they go invest in this money because they are going to work on the new technology, but then when the product will be delivered, it will fail to materialize the actual technology. It will fail to deliver on the promised technology. So at the end, it was only created a fake technology based on fundamentals that's not possible to be real. And this is where the fraud happened. A good example of this, when Nicola 1 created the first American electric truck using a hydrogen fuel powered technology. Everyone say, wow, this is the first thing, especially in renewable energy. Today we are living in a world where every company say, we are creating a car working on electricity, on hydrogen technology, on renewable energy, on sun power, on wind, on water, sometimes on air. How something can run on air? They are finding ways. So this is where they are creating all this hype by showing we are powered by innovative features. However, later we discover that actually Nicola 1 truck is not working. It was only a fake demo. And how they were able to demonstrate to the consumers who order all these trucks, they already gave money to the company to order the trucks, and to the investors that they invested in the money, and the value of the company were in billions by showing them a demo. They show them, here is the truck going on the road. But actually the truck is not functioning. So how it happened? They took the truck on the top of a hill and they make the truck just go down. While the truck is rolling down, they were taking the video. Look, the truck is going down. Yes, it's going down not because there is a hydrogen technology powered inside the car, inside the truck. It was because of gravity. Gravity is making it go down. And they tricked the investors. They showed them real demo where the truck is actually in the showcase, but actually it's only functioning from the board. There's only a technology on the iPad. There is no actual engine inside. So they were able to trick the investors. They mislead them to be able to acquire money from the consumer to order the trucks and acquire money from the investors to invest in the company. It was all fraud and manipulation. So you can see today we are living in a world where there is a big fight between who? Between the fraudpreneurs, the fraud entrepreneurs, we call them fraudpreneurs, and between the whistleblowers. Because the individuals who are working inside the companies and they see the manager, the supervisor, the staff, HR, everyone is claiming that, oh, we are hiring engineers, we are working on innovations, we are delivering, and they say what's happening in reality is not. So many of them, they are not happy to be working in corporations that are doing criminal activity. They are cheating their consumer, their investors. They are cheating everyone. So what they do, they go and blow the whistle. So today we are living in a world where there is a big fight between the fraudsters and the whistleblowers. The fraudsters inside the organizations who are creating all these hypes, creating all these products that are fake, they are trying to trick everyone, and the employees inside the organization, or sometimes the vendors, or sometimes the consumer, and sometimes the journalist or the government, they discover that these technologies are not working properly and they would like to blow the whistle. And they are going to find challenges. If you are inside the organization and you are trying to blow the whistle, they are going to challenge you. They are going to make your life difficult. If you are trying to blow the whistle, sometime you will not survive, like what happened in some airlines where someone trying to blow the whistle on the illegal practices of the airline, and the guy, by accident, he killed himself. Or someone trying to blow the whistle on an organization and he's working with them as a vendor, suddenly the organization terminated their contract. So you can see there's a big challenge. The war we are living in today is between the fraudsters who are trying to go against this whistleblower and the whistleblower who are trying to uncover all this information, to uncover all these fraudulent practices within their organization and report it externally or report it to the government or the media. And you can remember exactly what happened with all this hype of technology. In 2000, when we came up to the age of internet, where everything was going over .com, so many companies, they just changed their name from, for example, mortgage to mortgage.com, and now they are worth billions of dollars because all the investors, they say, wow, this company, they used to have an office and they give loans face to face. Now they are moving over the cloud. They are going to give loans not only to their geographical area, but they are going to give loans to all the country. They are going to be over the internet. They are going to have millions of consumers. So just by going and tricking investors saying we are moving from physical operation to cloud operation to operate over the internet, so many investors in 2000 invested in these companies that was moved from valued as millions to valued as hundreds of millions, to discover later that these companies can deliver on the promise. They are creating a website, but this website don't have the capability to be able to go and deliver on the promise things that they say that they are going to give the loans, automate the process, make it happen. It was not reality. Why? Because the technology they are using is not up to the promise. There's a very interesting saying by Peter Drucker, and he said that computers is a moron. And the stupider the tool, the brighter the master must be. So you need to realize when we are using computers and we are saying our organization is using computers, computers will not be able to make decisions on your behalf. Computers will only carry out orders. Computers, they have no brains. Someone say, what about artificial intelligence, machine learning? They have a brain? The answer, not all the time. Sometimes this technology, they only follow certain instructions. So for example, if you are using ChatGPT and you are saying, wow, when I'm interacting with the ChatGPT, it's really advanced AI technology, it's trying to do so many things and is interacting with me. So do you think ChatGPT is thinking? The answer, maybe not. Because in so many times when you are interacting with a ChatGPT, ChatGPT is going over the internet, aggregate the information that exists there and summarize it to you in a certain pattern. And don't forget that behind ChatGPT, not only machines and algorithm, there are thousands of employees who are working to make sure that ChatGPT will do things in the proper way, to make sure the information obtained is filtered, to make sure that the algorithm is working properly. So it's not only a machine doing the work. At the end, ChatGPT, what it's doing? It's going summarizing the information to you in a certain format. It's going interacting with you based on certain way and giving you the output. Think about it like this. You ask one of these AI tools that today they are claiming these AI tools can do, painting, to give you a new painting based on certain artist. So the tool will go analyze all the drawing of this artist, analyze exactly how he is doing his images, and then it will go copy and paste and do similar things. So actually the tool is not creating imagination. It's not like the artist, he's imagining new things and he's creating. No, it's taking similar things, learning, adapting, and creating. So in that way, we need to be very careful when companies saying we have AI technology where they can make decisions on your behalf, where they can decide, when they can give orders. No, usually they carry out the orders. They don't give the orders. And this is the challenge when we are speaking about all this technology that we are operating in. Do they have really the capability for them to do that, or they don't have the capability? Because today, when we are speaking about AI and we are speaking about all this technology, there is a big term that's moving our wonder world to a different world. This is reality. Can you see what's reality? It's not about the wonder world that we were speaking about. It's about this world. This is reality. These are the actual solutions behind our product, not the wonderful, easy to use, fantastic solution that the organization promised. There is no wonder behind. It's all mechanics. It's all programs. It's all algorithm. And based on these programs and algorithm, everything is operating. But companies, they like to claim that they have this AI technology that's doing something unbelievable, and they are only having a normal process. What do we call that? We call that AI washing. So AI washing refers to the practice of going and slapping AI on any product and service that you have. Everything powered by AI, supported by AI, operated by AI, to claim they have advanced sophisticated technology behind everything they are doing. And we can see this happening every day today. You go to LinkedIn to write a post, LinkedIn will say, would you like us to use AI powered a way for us to enhance your post? So you say, oh yes. They say, you need to be a premium customer, so you have to pay money. So I have to pay money, more than $100 to LinkedIn, for me to be able to use a tool that will make my post more advanced. The question here, is this using really AI? Is it a machine that behind is gonna go and make decision on my behalf and create a post? Or it's certain algorithm, they are gonna go take whatever I posted and see what are the best format and create it based on that best format? That's the question we need to always ask. When someone's saying we have AI powered to prepare, our food, to prepare our text, to look at our CV, to hire staff, to fire staff, to monitor staff performance, are they real examples of AI or not? So let me tell you, for you to understand how can you uncover that, what are the things you need to look at? Let me give you some examples. One of them is basic analytical tools. Some organizations, they say, we have powered AI technology that can do the analysis for you, especially for you if you are working in the fraud. You buy this system, and this system is powered by AI. It's gonna analyze all your transaction and identify fraudulent transaction using AI powered technology. But in reality, it's only a simple algorithm based on certain keywords or certain capability, and it's not true AI capability. It's like when they created something very interesting in Spotify, say, do you want to use AI with Spotify? So in Spotify, we have AI DJ. So once you go and activate this AI DJ, when you are listening to music, the AI inside Spotify will identify the song that you like, and he will be your personal DJ to create all the songs you like. But this is a basic algorithm where they are going to analyze which songs you like, which songs others they like, and they are going to create a playlist for you. There is nothing sophisticated powered by AI here. It's a simple algorithm using analytics. Or another example, when we go and work with all these companies where they have chatbots, and they are saying we are using these chatbots and they are gonna facilitate and automate your work. So if you have any problems, please don't call us, go and chat with our chatbot. A chatbot is gonna help you with everything. Opening account, closing account, obtaining a service, getting information. Then to discover that these chatbots are not AI powered, they are stupid. They are working based on what we call decision tree. So they are going and they saying, based on the instructions, they say, select one for this, select two for this, then you select three. Then when you select three, they say, do you want this service or that service? If you give them something that is not listed in their system, they are gonna stuck. They say, sorry, we can help you, contact us later. So they are actually marked, they are powered by AI assistant, but they are lacking the AI intelligence. And some of them, they are really stupid. In one of the tools, you tell them, so is this product suitable for me? So they will give you a feedback from a customer from their website, and this feedback saying, this product is the worst product, please don't buy it. Because they don't understand. They are just copy and paste, and they are giving you instructions that are already programmed. There is no AI capability. Or some companies, they claim we use automated email marketing solution where you can target the consumer and you can interact and segment them and figure out who is using what. We can create personalized email to optimize your marketing effort, create special algorithm and advanced machine learning to discover at the end it's based on keyword. They are doing all the work. There is no automation. There is no sophisticated algorithm they are following. Or another thing which is interesting, and it's today happening so much over the internet, which is they say AI trading. They are saying, would you like to use AI to trade on your behalf? AI can look at the trend, look at the market, see if something going up and down, and they are going to trade on your behalf. They are saying we have a trade platform that using advanced AI-driven algorithm for them to do investment decisions on your behalf, for them to automate your trading. So in that way, you will never lose because this is the most sophisticated AI. To discover at the end that they are following a simple rules, that you need to buy at this time, sell at this time. There is no AI capabilities behind this platform. But of course, you don't want to go to a company and say, oh, we are using an automated software. It's not nice. We are using AI-powered technology to automate your processes. Or today we are living in a very busy world, so some companies, they say we can provide you with virtual assistant. This assistant will do everything on your behalf, will book your appointment, will cancel your appointment, will order cars for you, will do all this stuff for you. And then you are so happy you are buying all this technology, to discover at the end that this technology is actually following a script that's already there. It's not creating anything called smart or intelligent. So in that way, it's not having the true intelligence they claimed. Or for some of us, we are using image generation. How many of you use this AI generation to go and say, please create a photo of a cat on a tree? And hoping that the photo will come real, or the photo will be unbelievable, to discover that actually they are not using any AI to go and create a cat on the tree. They are using a simple platform to go label different images and then integrate these images together and give you something. And in so many cases, the images they create, they are so shocking. Because if you tell them, I want you, for example, to create for me an example of a meeting between the auditors and the fraudster, they are going to create something that maybe you don't want to see. It doesn't reflect what you are telling them about, because they don't understand what you are saying. They are using keywords, they are using algorithm, and they are using labeling to find exactly the images and combine them in a different way based on a set of rules. They are not using AI. There is no AI powered behind it to create image recognition and to create image generation. What about the keyword that generated? That today we are using so many of this content generation for us to create, information that we can use. And we are saying, can you please go and create for me a script about this? Can you please write a report for me? Can you please create a text for me, a presentation for me? We think they are really sophisticated and they can do all this. Or can you please take the information and give it to me in different languages? Actually, they are also not using AI. They are using basic word matching. They are saying, okay, what is the word that you have? Let's translate it and give you the translation. So the normal translation is like Google translation. There is no AI behind it. But they are claiming, oh, there's AI. We are going to change it. You give them and say, can you create a presentation for me? They take the information and they find the images and they put them in a PowerPoint. But there is no actual AI technology behind it. They are using basic algorithm for them to be able to create what you need, but they are claiming they are using AI. Someone is thinking behind and creating all this presentation and generating all this content for you. Or for HR, today they are using this automated resume screening, where they are saying today you can go and use this sophisticated HR technology for you to go screen all these thousands of resumes you are going to get and identify based on AI which one is suitable for the job, to discover later that this is not AI power. This is actually a program based on basic keyword matching and filtering that are filtering the information based on certain criteria and determining exactly which person matching the job that you have. And sometimes it's actually biased because it's looking at other information they should not look at. So it's not AI-driven system that's creating all these capabilities. Or today we are living in a world where we are speaking with our devices using voice. And so many of these, platforms, they said, if you want, you can speak with your device. You say, hey, whatever device assistant, and the device can recognize your voice, can recognize your instructions. How many of you tried this technology? And you are trying to speak with your devices, and you tell your devices something. Please increase the volume, and then the device don't understand what you are trying to say. Or I want you to play a song, then the device will make a phone call. So this is what will happen when we are saying we are using voice recognition combined with AI capability for us to go and understand the instructions you are giving us and recognize it and implement it in real life. We discover that this is a system that is only recognizing the words you are saying and based on that giving you a normal instruction. It's not sophisticated, advanced technology driven by voice recognition to understand what you are saying, but rather it's just to tell you exactly the basic tasks you need to perform. And the funny thing about it, sometimes it's already hard programmed. What's the meaning hard programmed? The meaning you tell the device, I want you to play a song for me, and they tell the system, if someone say, I want you to play a song for me, you go and play this song. So that way, Anyone will use the same software and will say the same word, is going to hear the same song. It's not like the device is going to go and look at your preferences. See, this is AI. Looking at your preferences, looking at what you like, what you do, which song you prefer, and go and find you the suitable song for you. No, it's going to just play the song that's programmed inside the software. So where is the AI here? It's like the same way I'm going and clicking on a button and it's giving the same result all the time. There is no intelligence behind it. So unfortunately, so many organizations, they are actually go and selling us this normal forest as is wonderland, as something fantastic, as magical world we are living in. But this is part of the game. The other part, what if this actually, the normal forest, it doesn't exist? What if it's a nightmare for us, right? What if this is actually a nightmare? This is what we call today, we are living in what we call AI bubble. The meaning, some organization, they have nothing behind. Look, it's nothing. It's actually a disaster. It's actually the worst nightmare that they don't have any product and services. They have what we call AI hype wave. They have fake technology, they have fake demo, and they are trying to sell us this advanced technology. They don't even work based on the basics. The meaning they don't have the algorithm. They don't have the basic analytics, but they are claiming that they have the most advanced AI solution. And this is the worst. Because every company saying, now we are in the AI business. Now we provide our solution based on AI. You sit on a chair, they say this chair is powered by AI. You are using a computer, they say this computer is powered by AI. You are wearing a clothes, they say even your clothes now is powered by AI because we have certain devices inside to measure your body. So this is where today we are living in this world where everyone claiming that they have products and solutions, they are using AI, and later we discover that they are not having any of this solution. They violated the promise. They told us this is what we have, but actually reality is not there. One good example of it is what we called Rabbit R1. Rabbit R1 is actually created with a promise at $200 price tag. You pay $200 and you get this device. And they say, this is the AI device. You don't need your phone anymore. The meaning, rather than you open your phone and you go to your calls and you call someone, or rather than you open your phone, you go to Uber, you book Uber, or rather than you open your phone, you go to Talabat, you make a booking, you order a meal, you don't need to do anything. You get Rabbit R1, and Rabbit R1 is using sophisticated AI and voice recognition and different solution where you can tell, order Uber for me to go to the airport. So it will identify where's the airport, it will identify where you are right now, and will go to your app and place order for Uber. If you want to go order food, you just tell it, please order food for me that I like. So it will find you a restaurant that you like and will confirm your order and it will place your order. So it's using sophisticated AI interacting with you and your device to place order directly on the cloud. And they were able to raise significant funds. They were able to raise $millions from the investors and from the consumers who pre-ordered the product. Promised all this AI-powered capability and recommendation engine for e-commerce, for applications. Later to discover that these solutions, they don't even work. You open this device and you start to speak with this device and they say, sorry, the function is not working. The engine is not operating. And we discover in so many times that they are using basic algorithm. They are not using sophisticated system to uncover the fraud. So it was shock for the consumers and shock more for the investors that this organization, they claim they have genuine AI integration between the devices and between the system that they have. They don't actually have anything more than the basic ChatGPT that can actually do basic tasks for you. Which is interesting for a company promising advanced AI and selling a device for $200 that do nothing. So this is where the formal software engineer who's working at Rabbit R1 came forward as a whistleblower, and he disclosed all this information and documents and exposed the company deceptive practices. And we can see it's again the game between the founder who created Rabbit One, and he was on YouTube and on all social media showing and doing a demo, which is a fake demo. It's not real. Showing how this device is working. They created videos, fake videos. They are not showing how the devices are working compared to the actual consumer who later bought the devices and they tried the device, they discover it's not working. So the employees inside the organization, they were not happy about how they are working in a company that's cheating the consumers and investors, and they blew the whistle on the organization. And now everyone is wondering, are they going to create this technology? The company said, yes, we are going to create, we are working on it. See, it's undergoing process. Hopefully the technology will be created. Hopefully this will not be a light bulb that will not be happen in the future. We are all hoping for the future. But at the end, it's all about the promise. If you have something not working, how you are promising consumer and you are selling that to the consumer and you are tricking them saying this is a functioning device when it's actually not. Or it's under process. How you are tricking investors into selling them something that's actually not powered by AI, but you claim it's powered by AI, like what happened with Amazon, just walk out technology. Amazon went and he created this just walk out technology, and he showed us in real life how it's happening. By you walk to the store, you just scan your phone, and then you walk in the store, you buy any items you want, and then you exit the store. Then based on AI, with all the cameras in the stores and all the sensors, they will identify the item you bought, they identify who you are, and they will immediately charge your credit card. So no need for cashiers to be there, no need for you to go and actually go scan your items when you are leaving to pay for them. What will happen using this Amazon unbelievable AI just walk out technology? The system can identify the purchases that you have and will charge you immediately. For us to later discover that the system will not charge you immediately when you go to the store. You go to the store, select your items. After a couple of hours, you get the charges. So everyone was wondering why it's not happening in real time. It's AI. It's supposed to happen in real time. Because later we discover in 70% of their transactions and their stores, there are thousands of people operating in India who are manually watching all the cameras, watching everything, and documenting your purchases. So it's not powered by AI. But Amazon was able to sell this technology to so many other organizations, not only implemented in their stores, in Whole Food and Amazon Go stores, they were able to sell this technology to other organizations claiming to be its AI technology. And the other organizations, they paid so much money, not knowing that actually it's not powered by AI. There are humans who are operating behind it and who are manually adding the item to the carts of the consumers. So all this discovered when a whistleblower blew the whistle on Amazon. And now all of us, we know that this is happening. Again, it's a game between the big tech companies, the big organization, the founders, the entrepreneurs, and the whistleblowers, the individuals who are working inside the organization. So we can see this happening in not only software, we can see happening in the insurance domain. Lemonade, it's a company created in 2015, and this company promised that you can go to buy insurance claim and you can submit your application and get your claim using AI. So they said rather than you go to a broker to obtain an insurance where you need to spend hours filling forms manually, and then you are going to take time to get your quotation, and then later when you have insurance claim, you are going to submit so much documentation and it will take you weeks, it's not even a month to get your money. We can help you get your quotation in minutes. We can help you get your money and claims in seconds. This is what they promised when they created the company in 2015, saying we are using AI-empowered technology for us to be able to analyze millions of transactions and be able to identify what is the right price for your insurance claim, and your insurance is going to be lower because we assess your risk, and at the same time we will be able to process your claim faster, and we will not reject your claim because AI will identify if your claim is genuine or fraudulent transaction. So everyone say, wow, this is unbelievable. And the investors, they were like, unbelievable company. They are going to use AI to create revolution in the insurance industry, where they are using the basic way of analyzing risk. So what is the basic way of analyzing risk? Insurance company in the old days, they will say, we will rate everyone the same. If you have a house, we will give you insurance. If you have a house, we give you insurance. Every house will give you the same insurance. Then they discover this way of analyzing the risk related to the consumer is not effective. So they start implementing analytics. So that was stage number one. Stage number two, they start implementing analytics. They say, no, we need to give insurance based on the house, how old is the house, how well maintained is the house, and how well the person who's living in the house. He got a good credit score, he's behaving well. So based on his financial situation and based on in his conditions and the condition of the house, we can assess the risk for this consumer, and based on that we give them insurance, high or low. So this is using analytics. The company came here, said no. Lemonade said, no, we are going to come and we are going to create a new way, AI board, where we are going to analyze so many factors. And based on it, we are going to decide the risk of this consumer and assess exactly, their application. And later, we are going to analyze and assess if they are submitting a legitimate claim or not. So everyone said, how you are going to do that? They say, we are using AI. This is why in 2020, when they decided to go public, the value of the company was 1.6 billion. Wow. And the value after that moved to 3 billion because investors, they believed this company is going to be the future. But they don't know that this company is not generating for the last 5 years any profit. They are only generating revenue. And how they are processing their claims is not using AI. They say when you are submitting a claim, you need to take a video. And based on this video, we can use AI to be able to process your claim. So someone say, how you are using AI? They say, we analyze the face of the person to know this is the person who's submitting the claim or not. And then we analyze his body language to know if he's lying or telling the truth. Then everyone say, wow, you have this technology as an AI to analyze someone's face from a video to accept or reject the claim? Then later say, no, sorry, we don't have that technology. But if someone is taking a video for himself, most likely he will not lie based on psychology, that if you are shooting yourself and taking a video, most likely you are not going to lie to the camera. So actually they have psychological behavioral theory behind the technology, but they don't have the technology itself. And we discover also they don't have all this sophisticated artificial intelligence, machine learning algorithm for them to be able to streamline the process and analyze the insurance and the claims. It was only the same basic algorithm that other companies they have, but they automated the process. They make the claim process and underwriting faster and automated, but there is no AI behind it. But we can see this is not only happening in the software industry. This also happened with organizations that are creating physical products, like these laptops that you can see today on the internet saying, buy this laptop powered by AI processor. Inside the laptop is not a normal processor. It's an AI processor that can help you perform all this AI software. If you are going to use all this AI powered software, you need to have a microprocessor that's based on AI, which is also, how can we measure the performance? How can we know that this is reality or not? So we can see also all these other devices that created, like, in 2014, we created, Elon Musk said he's creating self-driving car. And now we are in 2024, and until now, self-driving cars, they are not on the road. And they have so many issues. And most of the examples of these self-driving cars, they are operating in a demo environment. They are operating in neutral environment, not in real life. Until now, your hand should be on the wheels. We can't trust AI to run our cars, our planes, our devices. A human should be there to manage it because they can't make decisions on your behalf. They can just automate the process. It's like cruise control. You are in the car, you operate cruise control, you operate road monitoring, but at the end, you need to be behind the wheels because when a situation will happen, AI will not be able to make the decision. Now, with all this technology and all this hype and advanced technology, companies are trying to understand how can we prevent and detect fraud from inside and outside the organization related to all these AI hypes. But unfortunately, all these tech companies like Google and Facebook, who are creating the most advanced AI solution, they couldn't stop fraud happening inside their organization. And you heard recently about one of the largest fraud happened in Google and Facebook by someone who claimed that he is one of their vendors. So this is a very interesting case where a person discovered that Google and Facebook, they have signed agreement with certain vendor to provide them certain products. So immediately what this person did, the person went and he claimed that he is that vendor, and he sent emails to Google and Facebook saying, okay, these are the signed contract between you and us, and here are the invoices for the product that we have gave you. So Google was not able to verify this information. They didn't check anything. Facebook the same. Google paid him $23 million and Facebook paid him $99 million for products and items never received between 2013 and 2015. And this person was claiming that he's a manager and he's supporting them with all, the contract. He's from a Taiwan-based company that Google and Facebook signed agreement to work with them, but until now they didn't place the orders. So in that way, he was able to collect all this money without Facebook and Google identifying that actually these are fraudulent transactions. He sent them by email all the signed agreement, all the invoices, all the supporting documents. And based on that, when they looked at all these letters and all this contract, all these invoices, they approved the payment, and their executives, they paid the money to this shell company. And then he was able to move the money. But recently, they were able to arrest him and they were able to expedite him to US, and now he's facing 30 years in prison. So we can see all these companies that are creating all this AI technology, at the end of the day, try to implement AI inside your organization. Don't fix the whole world before trying to figure out how to automate your internal processes so no one will do simple fraud against you by doing email compromise fraud. So today, not only this is happening inside organization today, because we are living in the world of automation. Like in YouTube, if you have a YouTube video, you are gonna get money from YouTube for every view. So someone said, how can I do fraud against YouTube and against the YouTubers? How? So look how creative these fraudpreneurs, they are finding new ways for them to do fraud, but not by doing the traditional way. They say, no, let's think about advanced AI technology to be able to do the fraud. So look what happened. This is a very interesting, clever guy. He said there are thousands of artists who they have their song on over YouTube, and they are allowing everyone to use their songs, and they are not claiming copyrights. Because if you are a very famous artist, if you are Jennifer Lopez, for example, you will claim rights. So in that way, if anyone uses your song, you will give them two options. You will collect the money from their videos, or they are not allowed to use your song because they are copyrighted. So he discovered there are 50,000 artists, look at this number, that they have songs over YouTube and they are not claiming copyrights. So what he did, he's a fraudpreneurs. See, he's entrepreneur, but in fraud. So he created a company, say it's a musical record company, and he went to YouTube and he submitted claim for copyrights for all the songs for these 50,000 singers. And then every time someone is playing that song, not the person collecting the money, not the singer, no, this company is collecting the money. He was able to obtain millions from YouTube for all these songs over so many years. Until some of the artists, while they are playing their own songs, they are getting from YouTube claim that this is not copyrighted to you. And he said, what? This is my song. How is not copyrighted to me? So at the end, what happened? These artists discovered that and they blew the whistle. They complained to YouTube, and YouTube opened an investigation and discovered that this guy was able to obtain all the copyrights for all these songs and these singers, and he was doing fraud against YouTube and against the YouTubers. Today, we are living in the AI world, where anyone can use the powerful system against your company or against your consumer or against your vendor or against your partners. So how can we make sure that the fraudsters are not using this system and these solutions for them to do fraud against us? So what is our role? What we need to do as individuals working in this domain, as internal auditors, as fraud professionals? We need to go back to the drawing board and we need to understand what is our role. You as an auditor, you are responsible inside your organization today, not only in auditing your processes. You need to go and audit the artificial intelligence capabilities, the artificial intelligence projects. This is why the IIA said, and they created a very nice document saying how you as an auditor, you need to go and audit AI. Auditing AI is a very important task you need to do. For you as a fraud examiner, what you need to do to go and investigate all these AI claims happening inside your organization. This department saying, when they're claiming we have this advanced AI technology, what should we do? How can we go and look and examine? Do they have exactly the claims they are saying? Do they have the documentation? Are they doing the proper testing to show that whatever they promise the consumer is whatever the system is capable for? You as a fraud examiner, when you have a vendor and vendor is selling you the solution, claiming they are AI powered, what documentation you need to collect to ensure they are not doing fraud against you by selling you a simple solution using a basic algorithm, but they are claiming it's AI powered. So here, Before we finish, let's discuss what you need to look for as internal audit, as a fraud examiner, for you to be able to fight these fraudpreneurs. They say, number one, look for false claims and exaggerated capabilities. When someone is tricking you and saying, look, these are the software, this is what it's capable of doing. Speak with someone with expertise to understand, is this technology really is going to create revolution, or this technology is not working in real? So try to understand and assess the technology we are buying. Is it really powered by AI, or is it just based on a simple algorithm? Number two, go and look at this complex algorithm and black box solution and understand, is this a technology based on AI washing where someone claiming that is actually AI, or it's a complex algorithm? It's a black box. The meaning, go and ask them how this device is making the decision. What is the algorithm behind it? How it's programmed? To understand, is it actually using AI, or is it using a simple algorithm? So without asking this question, you will not be able to assess if this solution is truly functioning as AI technology, or it's a basic automated process. Number three, go and look at any of your vendor, of your employees who are misusing technical jargon or buzzword. We are using AI sophisticated technology with the cloud computing, using crypto energy. What is these words? Are they real, or they are just overpowering, just to make you confused? Because so many of the users, so many of the employees, they are afraid to go challenge management, say, oh, sorry, we don't understand the technology you are speaking about. As long as they use all this big, it's a fintech technology integrated with the internet, with the web 3.0 using crypto. Someone say, wow, it's amazing. It's magical. So this is where we need to go and look at it. Is this a wonderful technology that someone creating, or this is actually a normal technology? So look at the marketing material of your organization. Look at the marketing material of your vendors. Look what we are telling our consumer. Are we using any of this buzzword, any of this technical jargon to go and tell them about artificial intelligence that's not real, or maybe is not legitimate? Or do we have an actual innovation that we are selling? Number four, for you as a fraud examiner, obtain documents and evidence for you to support your claims. So if you are investigating, if your IT department is creating any of AI washing, go and obtain evidence to show exactly what is the actual technology that they have and what are the technology they are claiming in their internal communication and external communication. And finally, make sure you obtain technical expertise. For you today as internal auditor, as fraud examiner, you need to have the skills. And this is why we are doing this session, to give you the skills that you need to have for you to be able to fight fraud. Today, fraud is happening with AI. So do you have the understanding of the different kind of AI mechanisms, machine learning, how they are programmed, how they are implemented? Do you understand the difference between robotic process automation, between machine learning, between supervised machine learning, unsupervised deep learning? Do you have understanding of all these AI terms and technology and implementation? Having the proper knowledge will help you in evaluating all these AI claims for you as a fraud examiner or internal auditor to understand, is this actually working as it should? How you are going to do the proper due diligence to make sure when your company is buying this technology is actually providing the right AI capabilities that you need. Now, additional to everything we discussed, it's very important for us to go back to our organization and make sure that organization, they have whistleblowing line that's working effectively. Because like we said, in most of these cases related to all this AI washing and AI fraud, the best and the most powerful way for us to uncover the fraud cases is through the whistleblowers. They can be inside the organization or they can be externally outside the organization. So do we have the proper whistleblower for us to allow these individuals who are operating on the ground, who can see that these AI technology are not working, that this machine learning is not functioning as they should, to go and provide this information as an insider to the whistleblowing line, and for us later as internal auditor or fraud examination department, go and look at this information. So this is very important for us to go and look at. For us, we are working inside the organization to make sure that the information that are hidden inside the organization is provided to us through proper channel. So this is why whistleblowing line today is a very critical issue, because today the war is between the fraudpreneurs and the whistleblower. So this is what you need to do as a fraud examiner. Now, What about the end? What's going to happen in the future? So someone say, is this the end? Is this what's going to happen? This is the world we are operating in. Is it AI? Well, I'm here to tell you something very interesting. This is not the end of the story, but rather is the beginning of this hype. We are living now in a story that they say it's never ever after. It's never ever after. The meaning is not gonna stop. Fraud is gonna happen more, AI is gonna advance, companies are gonna have more claims, and everyone is gonna do more and more fraud. So until we see you next time, make sure you go and look at all these claims, all these hypes, and uncover the fraud. And it's not always, it's not ever late. For you, always you need to go and advance your knowledge related to the technology and related to the AI capability and related to different types of schemes. Just go look at all these fake products and solutions that are in the market, because it's never too late to learn. Always you have time. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.